let this shit slide and get your lick back. And get your lick back. Get your lick back. If a nigga owe you something, ain't no chit chat. Better stay up out the way, don't get your shit splat. Stop letting this shit slide and get your lick back. And get your lick back. I feel like I'm JX.
J-Way.
I'm a perfectionist. Adderall got me restless.
I'm gone.
Run with a wild crew, they get reckless. Young boy, come up off that neck.
Give me
Into
that.
the trends. See a lead, be the band.
Good evening, good morning, and welcome to another episode of Corner to Copa. We're here with a Game 2 preview of spring training. I'm going to start with a little recap of yesterday's game. The Tigers took the first game of the season 7-6 in comeback fashion. We had a slow start off with the bats, but a couple nice rallies late in the game, and ended up on a walk-off hit by Justice Bigby in the ninth inning to close out the game. It would have gone down as a tie because they do not do extra innings, but we were able to squeak out a seeing eye single base hit by Bigby to win the ball game. Kenta Maeda started the game. This is somebody that we were definitely keeping an eye on going into the spring training, and he pitched very well. He had two innings pitched, 4 strikeouts, and a 0 ERA. Matt Manning followed up after that and kind of got touched up a little bit. He's a player that had some potential early on, but has kind of fell out of favor, and this outing certainly won't help that situation. But we'll continue to see how Manning does moving forward. As far as highlighted performers, Ben Malgeri had a great game in center field and ended up with 4 RBIs in his first game. He played in Erie last year, so solid ball game for him. We'll see if he can continue some of that success. Obviously, we have a lot of depth in the outfield, and of course we know that in a couple years Mr. Clark will be manning that center field, or he'll be manning some part of the outfield, because Parker Meadows is no slouch himself. So but Malgeri looked pretty good. He had a pretty good season in Erie last year. Of course, Justice Bigby had the walk-off hit. Torque had a sharp line drive single. It was windy. It was windy in the game from listening on the radio, so a lot of fly balls were getting knocked down. I think Torque definitely had a ball knocked down. Kreidler had a sharp base hit as well. But Hyu Lee, we know has been dubbed one of the spring darlings this year, and he didn't disappoint. He had an 11-pitch walk. His first at bat, and he had a sharp fly ball to the outfield that was ultimately knocked down by the wind, but he still hit it about 400 plus feet. Max Clark was able to confirm that it was hit, that it was obliterated. But yeah, this is what we wanted to see from Hyu Lee. I don't think there were too many defensive blunders out there today, but overall a good start to the season. And we're going to look at game 2 coming up. So we have, if you're watching on the visual side of things, we do have the lineup in the background, but I'm going to read it out because there are a couple of names that are cut out. Matt Vierling will be playing center field. This will be the first look at Matt Vierling for the year. Obviously, he's a versatile player that can play all over the outfield, and he'll be manning center field to start the game. We got Cole Keefe, the first look at Cole Keefe at first base. That'll be something to look out for. Wencial Perez will be playing his first game as well of the year out in right field. Jace Young in the 4-hole. Very interesting. Another guy that, he's fresh off his wrist injury, but we're definitely going to keep an eye on how he plays defensively. Andy Ibanez at DH, he played yesterday. Trey Sweeney, this is the first look at Trey Sweeney playing shortstop. Not first look at him playing shortstop, but the first look of the season of him at shortstop. Dylan Dingler, another guy that struggled with his bat, but he tends to struggle early on when he hits a new level of play. He showed some potential last year at the plate, but ultimately was unplayable down the stretch. So he's likely the 1B option at catcher. So he'll be getting a start today. Hyu Lee. Hyu Lee's playing second today. I want to say he played third yesterday, but he'll be playing at second, which is his stronger position. Jahmai Jones, who is a non-roster invitee, he played yesterday. And then Casey Mize will be getting the start. Another guy that will be competing for the tail end of the starting rotation. This is a game that's going to be on FanDuel, so we'll be able to watch it on TV, first one of the year at 1 o'clock. But this is a couple of the everyday starters that didn't play yesterday are playing today, so we get a chance to get our first look at them. But Hyu Lee, we could possibly be seeing the future of the infield. Jace Young tossing to second base on double plays, and then tossing over to Cole Keith at first. So this is a brand new look infield right now, and it'll be interesting. We'll see if Hyu Lee can continue some of the success that he's had at the plate that he had yesterday as well. But just wanted to give you guys a little preview and a recap of yesterday's ball game. Like I said, it'll be on FanDuel at 1 o'clock today. We'll get a chance to see them, with our own eyes. Please subscribe to Bleachers to Speakers on YouTube and Corner to Copo on all audio aggregators. It's your boy Foster, and I'm out.